Alex Pereira lost to Ciryl Gane at the White House, and ever since that night, he has just been all over social media, making headlines, not in a good way. I seriously think we need to have a talk about Pereira. And it's gonna hurt me to say this. I'm starting to think he might be a scumbag. He might be a bit of a sketchy individual. Now, I know that already has some of you disliking the video. Just hear me out, alright? Let me explain. Because I think by the end of this video, some of you might come to the same conclusion. First off, let's start with the most recent thing, and probably the lightest topic here. Recently, Alex Pereira stood up a meet and greet seminar, and it caused a lot of backlash from fans. People had pre-bought tickets. Some had apparently flown in from other countries, and then he was just a no-show for parts of it. Fans said he refused to do autographs or photos. Obviously, people were pissed, and now in Pereira's defense, the people who organised the event did put out a public statement saying there had been a miscommunication. Pereira apparently thought it was only going to be like a 1 hour thing, not this whole meet and greet event with photographs, autographs, all that shit. But at the same time, when you read that, you're just kind of thinking, bro, if you were there anyway, why not just do the other shit too? Again, this is definitely the more understandable one. I'm not saying this proves he's some evil bastard, but there's still some questions there. You have fans spending money, traveling, buying tickets specifically to see you, and they leave feeling like they got finessed. But I just wanted to get that one out of the way first, because I figured it was best to acknowledge it before getting into the real shit. Let's talk about the Herb Dean beef. Now, if you know the know, when Alex Pereira lost to Ciryl Gane, during the fight, Alex got dropped and Gane landed some shots around the back of the head. Since that fight, Alex Pereira has basically been on a full media tour, spitting on Herb Dean's name. Like, he dropped that silent Sharma gimmick real fucking fast. Bro got real talkative. He went on his Ariel's podcast like 2 days after, did multiple interviews, still all beat up and bruised, purely to talk about Herb Dean being a shitty referee. I mean, he's been posting about him damn near every day. Now, you might be thinking, okay, he got punched in the back of the head. He should be mad. Listen, be mad at Gane then. Be mad at Ciryl Gane. And even when you count the back of the head shots, only a few were actually, like, clearly illegal. Not to mention, Pereira himself has landed some shots around the back of people's heads before. I'm not exactly sure he should be talking about it, but, you know, I feel like every card there's a finish, and we see some back of the head shots. It's normal. It's just heat of the moment shit in this sport. It happens. But Pereira's Instagram stories have just become Herb Dean hate every day. Just posting Herb Dean reels shitty on the man. I mean, even recently when Shara pulled that guy's in the octagon, there's a reel about it. Alex put it on his story. Like, he's really pushing the cancel Herb Dean train, you know, trying to get him out of the sport. My opinion on that is simply stop. Stop. What are you doing? I think Herb is a good referee. Does he have his moments? Sure. Every referee does, but he's refereed over 100 fights. Of course, there's gonna be clips of moments where he's got like poor judgment. He's letting some poor dude get his head bounced off the canvas. That doesn't make him a terrible referee. That's like me saying Alex Pereira is a bad striker, and you understandably ask me, what the fuck are you talking about? And I just show a montage of him being dropped or knocked unconscious. Like, that's not how that works, man. You judge someone by their overall work, not every time they've just fucked up. I think this is a bit of a new side of Pereira we're seeing, this bitterness. Or maybe we've seen it before. Maybe the mask is just slipping a bit. I mean, he's saying he would have won the Gane fight if not for those back of the head shots. And it's just like, no, dude. You got dropped by a jab after getting outstruck, speed blitz for most of the fight. You can't make an excuse for that. You would have lost regardless. It's not even the first time. He made excuses after the Adesanya knockout loss. He made excuses after the Uncle Ive loss. This is not new for him. I mean, I know we all made fun of Yuri for saying black magic was the reason he lost to Pereira, but I mean, Pereira has made his own excuses too. He just says them in Portuguese with a stone face. He says Sharma in the caption or something, so people act like it's different apparently. There was also this thing where he was commenting on the post of this, I'm assuming this Brazilian MMA YouTuber, I don't really know him, but he was fucking chatting shit. Like, he's in his head about this, man. He's really upset about this Herb Dean shit. So it's a little rough to see, because before, Pereira was literally just this silent badass who would only say Sharma. That was his whole gimmick. Like, has he ever been this vocal before? I'm just saying, it's a bit of an aura loss and a bit of a bad look. Another thing that kind of rubbed me the wrong way, Alex Pereira has a sister. I don't know if you're already aware of that, but she's also a fighter. And apparently, while Alex is also on this massive title reign, making millions, already a multi-millionaire, she was working at Amazon. Keep in mind, she's also a fighter, trying to make ends meet while chasing the same career, and she was fucking stacking boxes. Is that not kind of crazy? Maybe I'm reaching, but if I had that sort of money, and I assume most of you watching would be the same, I would be helping my family out, especially my sister who's out there trying to make it as a fighter too. Like, I feel like I would pay for her shit, you know what I mean? Or at least contribute, I guess. I mean, maybe there's context we don't know. I'm not saying I know their finances, but from the outside, I mean, seeing his sister work in Amazon while he's worth millions, I mean, it's not a great look, but I guess you could shrug that off. And finally, we have to talk about it. Alex Pereira has had 3 rape allegations made against him. Now, I know people are instantly gonna say, they're bullshit, bro. They're lying, bro. They're some lying assholes.
Lying hoes, man.
But I'm just saying, bro. 3 is fucking insane. One of them came from even before he was famous, like before he was even well known. He spent, what was it, like 18 days in a cell over it. Then there was the TikToker one where she accused him of anal raping her. No Sharma, yes Sharma. And to be honest, myself and practically like the entire MMA community just assumed she was lying, bullied her off the internet because she had no evidence. She still does have no evidence, but she never came out and said she lied. Pretty sure there was like a recent post where she still claims it happens. Now, that one by itself, people can laugh it off and say clearly a fucking lie, man. But I'm just saying, man, when you also include the 2 other allegations, including this newer one with all these disturbing details being claimed, like he was raping her in front of his children, like that's so fucking insane. I pray every single one of these allegations is false. I genuinely do. I'm a fan of Pereira. I really don't want him to be a bad person. And before anybody starts twisting what I'm saying, I'm not saying automatically guilty, because all 3 could be lies. So I could be just chatting shit. I'm just saying it is fair to look at all this piling up, be a little sketchy of the guy. I mean, he has more rape allegations floating around than Conor McGregor. And Conor spends half his free time cheating on his wife and collecting rape allegations like they're fucking Pokemon cards, alright? So it's a bit crazy. Maybe you watched this and think it's all bullshit and Alex is still a great guy. Maybe you watched it and agree he might actually be a scumbag. Maybe you just don't care. Either way, every option is fine. I just figured I'd make a video on it because, like I said, all this drama is starting to pile up and it's getting a little hard not to notice it. I hope I am reaching. I really do. I am a fan of Pereira, so I do not want him to be a bad person, but you never know. Anyway, catch you fellas later.